Ladies and gentlemen, yes, I'm talking about this guy again. I haven't talked about him in who knows how long. And I stumbled across this news since this was a talking point. Tony Khan freezes Chris Jericho's AEW contract. Now, I'm pretty sure he did this because he probably saw what happened on Monday Night Raw last Monday. As you can see here, we have Adam Pearce and what was that dude's name? Eli. As Adam Pearce is trying to figure out what is in this big ass crate. As you can see, it says delivered to WWE. Do not open until February 28th, 2026. And that is the exact same date where WWE is going to present the Elimination Chamber in Chicago. Now, when the big giant crate made its appearance on Monday Night Raw, everybody started to think that, oh, since Jericho didn't show up at the Royal Rumble, maybe this could be Jericho. And this probably made Tony Khan freeze up Jericho's AEW contract so that he doesn't want Jericho to go over to WWE. Now, as you can see in the details here, 2/28/26, February 28th, 2026. That's the same date where the Elimination Chamber is happening in Chicago. We're basically counting down to that show. And you see Eli on the right. What is he holding? A clipboard. Who also held a clipboard? Who also did a countdown in his entrance? And who also made his debut in Chicago? Chris Jericho. So since I'm talking about Tony Khan freezing up Jericho's contract, let me take you to an article from WrestlingNewsSource.com. Chris Jericho's contract status with AEW has reportedly become a talking point behind the scenes, with a new update suggesting his deal may not have quietly expired as once expected. According to a report from Fightful Select, there is a belief amongst people close to both Jericho and AEW that the company opted to freeze his contract after he stepped away from television early last year. While his agreement had originally been slated to run through the end of 2025, Jericho remains featured on AEW's official roster page, indicating that he is still technically under contract. Now, if I remember correctly, Chris Jericho is not injured, and Jericho requested some time off of AEW TV because I'm pretty sure it was around the time where he was doing his learning tree thing, when he said, "Hi guys," that, and everybody started to just turn on him and just not like it at all. And I believe he also would want to tour with Fozzy or whatever. I believe he's touring right now with Fozzy right now in the UK. Shout out to my viewers in the UK if there's any. But yeah, Jericho is not injured. He just wanted to take some time off. So then what makes Tony Khan want to freeze up Jericho's contract? Let's keep going. Fightful Select has reportedly reached out to AEW on multiple occasions seeking confirmation regarding Jericho's status, but has not received an official response. Traditionally, AEW issues an internal memo when the talent departs the company. No such notice has surfaced, further fueling speculation that his deal remains active despite his absence from television. Questions about Jericho's future intensified late last year when it was reported that WWE had presented him with an offer centered around a retirement storyline. Not long after, Jericho commented publicly that he was fairly certain he would still be wrestling somewhere in 2026. Despite the reported interest, he was not included in creative discussions for the Royal Rumble or the Raw Netflix anniversary special earlier this year, largely due to his ongoing contractual ties to AEW. So Jericho had some similar thing that happened when MJF had his contract expire at the end of 2023 heading into 2024. MJF ended up staying in AEW. But with Jericho's contract expiring at the end of 2025, everybody speculated that, maybe he was going to be in John Cena's final match in Saturday Night's Main Event, or maybe on the Monday Night Raw anniversary special where they had Stranger Things on the show. That didn't happen. And then people were speculating that he was going to be in the Royal Rumble. Well, did he show up? No, he didn't. Let's move on here as it says, a cornerstone of AEW since its launch in 2019, Jericho last appeared on television in April of 2025. During that appearance, he informed his Learning Tree allies Big Bill and Brian Keith that he would be stepping away for a period of time. Outside the ring, Jericho is currently touring in the United Kingdom with his band Fozzy throughout February of 2026. Like how I mentioned earlier. Should Jericho ultimately become a free agent, many within the wrestling world expect him to make his way back to the WWE for one final run that could culminate in a Hall of Fame induction. Jericho has previously stated that he would be opening to return to the promotion where he built much of his legacy. For now, however, the former world champion remains listed under the AEW banner as uncertainty surrounds the status of his reportedly frozen deal. Now, like I said earlier, Jericho is not injured. So why is Tony Khan freezing up his contract with AEW? Didn't Tony Khan do the same thing to Rey Fenix? Rey Fenix was actually injured, but Jericho, he's not injured, so why is he being frozen up? Now, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Didn't Tony Khan do the same thing with Adam Copeland too? Nah, bro, this is absolutely ridiculous. So if you're freezing up contracts, why, are you gonna use them or something? Like, is Jericho gonna be used for like one last appearance on AEW before he goes back to WWE? Now, let me tell you this. Royce Keys, the former Powerhouse Hobbs, his contract in AEW did not freeze. Tony Khan actually let him go. And what about Jade Cargill? Nothing happened with Jade Cargill when she left AEW to WWE. Tony Khan is literally doing this so that Chris Jericho does not go back to WWE, which is going to happen eventually. And especially since we're on the road to WrestleMania. Tony Khan is literally making sure that none of this happens. Since he froze up friggin' Chris Jericho's contract, and then he froze up other guys' contracts in the past, he's basically Mr. Freeze from the DC universe. That's how petty Tony Khan is. I don't know, guys. This is just ridiculous. But I want to know from you guys. Do you think Tony Khan is in the right for freezing up Jericho's contract? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Tap the notification bell for more videos. Follow me on Twitter at EthanSoyShow. And I'll see you on the next one.